Final whistle's gone at home park, and it's Plymouth Argyle taking home, or keeping all 3 points. 2-1 in the end, and a game that Rovers just again failed to show up. It's been back-to-back defeats now, and realistically back-to-back toothless displays. We did find the back of the net, but realistically, when you look at that goal, it was pretty piss poor, and it no creativity, no urgency by Rovers, and big headache for John Eustace now heading into what will be the longest 2 weeks ever. Just wrapped up the watch along with Jacob, and I said at the end that it is, of course, a good time to take a break, but is it really a good time to take a break? Of course, we can go back to the drawing board and try and figure out what the best starting 11 is, or try and figure out what is causing us to have these poor displays. And of course, it's not just these two games. Preston away was also shit. I think home form is good, and thankfully we have that good home form, or we'll be having that good home form to keep us propelled in that top end of the table. It is not great right now. We've of course dropped from, I think our highest point was technically second, and now we're all the way down to 8th. Let's talk about the game itself. Plymouth were the only ones here driving this one, and to be honest with you, it gets worse. It gets worse than just a 2-1 defeat. Their first half, they were the best side. They were the only side to threaten, and they did score, of course. And there's so many negatives to this game. Michael Obafemi scoring for Plymouth, good player, but of course he does have that extra finger. He is a dingle, so that's problem number one. And he made us regret. Because I think there was a chance, a window, or a possibility we could have signed him one time. When he was at Southampton, but anyway, he scored a good goal, great crossover, and he bullied us. He bullied our back line, and I was grateful when he got substituted. So that hurt, and then we somehow managed to get ourselves into this game with an equaliser late on. It was around about the 85th, 86th minute. The unlikeliest goal scorer, JRC, bundling the ball in the back of the net from a high ball in there, and to what looked like take us a share of the points there. And to be honest with you, it would have been great, because our track record against Plymouth has not been good. In fact, it's been terrible. We've never got a result at home park, and again that tradition's continued. So 1-1 it was. And then because of that equaliser, Wayne Rooney said something bad, got himself sent off. So Wayne Rooney wasn't even there to finish up this game, which of course was a battle of the coaches, battle of the ex-Birmingham City coaches. Of course, John Eustace did so well at Birmingham, got displaced in favour of Wayne Rooney. And of course, Wayne Rooney had a bit of a nightmare with Birmingham, ultimately getting them relegated. So, it was the battle of those guys. And today, Wayne Rooney kind of got one over John Eustace once again. So it sucked for John Eustace, because in the end, Morgan Whittaker, of course, could have been a dingle himself if the transfer window would have went his way. Got the last sort of touches of the ball, really bundled it in back of the net. The Rovers were stretched. And to be honest with you, that last clump of play before the equaliser, it did look like Rovers were going for all 3 points. But ultimately, we failed. And some concerns, definitely some serious concerns for Rovers. Fortunately for us, we now have 2 weeks to address it, and hopefully figure out what our best 11 is. Because I don't think we've been playing our best 11 for the past couple of games. I know we at home it's been great, but still, I still think we need to fine tune it. Cantwell needs to up his fitness. Ohashi looked good today when he came on, but I don't think he's a starter. I think he's more of a super sub. McTagay did cause some problems or frustrate a little bit up top, but we need to kind of find the best working sort of system to get the best out of all these players, because they do offer different strengths. Cantwell has the creativity, Ohashi has the tenacity, and McTagay has the strength. If we could get all those in the field at the same time, then I think we could have something. But right now, it's frustration, and Rovers will walk into this back-to-back defeats. And again, another plus point, because there's not many. We did score, because it was looking like it was going to be another game without a goal. But fortunately, JRC adds to the goal-scoring names this season. But realistically, this performance was just like the last one and pretty terrible. And of course, we deserved really nothing. If we're going to be completely honest with you, a point, we would have been daylight robbery, but in the end, karma was correct, and we deserved nothing, so we got nothing. And Wayne Rooney keeps up his good run here at Home Park or Home Farm or whatever it is, Home Farms, isn't that East Emmerdale or something like that? It was Home Park. And again, look at some of the other teams that have come to Plymouth and got nothing. So it's not unfamiliar. But the flags of concern should be making themselves aware now for John Eustace heading into this 2 weeks of thought. Who's going to be leading the charge when we come back around in the next game. And our next game, I will be there, I think. We'll be taking on Swansea at Ewood. And I don't know if I'm looking forward to it or not. Of course, that's something for another day. But until then, guys, make sure you smash the subscribe and also go ahead and vote. Voting is about to close here soon, so I do need your vote. Best content creator for the Football League and best podcast for the Football League. So please go ahead and vote. Rovers, you are shit.